Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. As you can see on the screen here, the new Community Day Walrein with its Community Day move is extremely good. It's ranked number 1 and 2 as a safe switch, and also you can see it's ranking pretty high as pretty much everything and in every league. As a safe switch, Walrein is ranked, Shadow Walrein is ranked number 1 and regular is number 2. It's even better compared to XL CDay, which is crazy. So in today's video, I'm going to be using different teams with Walrein just to get a basic feel about how it works in the Open Great League. Now, I would say this is a not so comfortable lead for Walrein because Glorian Stunfisk does have access to Rock Slide, which will do super effective damage. However, as you can see there, if we can land a Earthquake, that does also a lot of damage back. Yeah, so I spent a shield and took the switch advantage, or the lead advantage, which is pretty good. Now, the opponents used their Pelipper. I don't think they have to spend a shield there because Icicle Spear, the new community they move on Walrein, is pretty much like a Weather Ball clone before the nerf, so it doesn't really do that much damage. Now, I'm using a double grass team just to cover the grass weaknesses and the electric weaknesses Walrein has, and also I have a ghost type to cover the fighting weaknesses Walrein has. The opponents switched to their Venusaur, which is not too bad. In this matchup, Venusaur will be outpaced by Shadow Claw on Trevenant, and the Trevenant can definitely get to 2 Shadow Balls and take out the Venusaur, and with the shield advantage, it's really good. So I just Shadow Claw down the opponent's Pelipper. That's the first battle. I'm showcasing 6 battles today, which I selected from 2 sets I did. I'm using different teams for each set just to let you guys know how it works in the Open Great League. The opponent has Sludge Wave on their Swampert, which is good coverage for Azumarill. But in this situation, I reckon it's slightly better for Walrein because Swampert relies on its charged move damage, and Hydro Pump is resisted. If we want to spend a shield, we can definitely take the lead. However, I'm not quite confident in spending too many shields and let the opponent have shield advantage over me. Here, this is a bit problematic for me because my Hitmonchan can only do resisted damage to Azumarill. I'm not running Thunder Punch, I'm running Ice Punch. I reckon like Thunder Punch probably has more coverages in terms of typing advantages. Now, this looks really hard for me now because my Nidoqueen definitely takes super effective damage from Azumarill, as Azumarill is running Bubble and Ice Beam, and also their Ferrothor is taking single resist damage from Poison type moves. Now, I do have to rely on my Hitmonchan just to do everything for me now. The only thing I can do is keep throwing Power Up Punch and just keep buffing up my attack, hopefully to counter down the Azumarill. The good thing is it doesn't really matter that much that the opponent still has a shield because I'm not going to use a super high damage charged move. The best I can do here is just Power Up Punches, and I still have a shield. Azumarill is not super spammy, so that gives me time to farm it down. Very close matchup, I would say, a bit difficult, and now this is a bit terrible for me. I'm running Glorian Stunfisk in the lead, and then switched to my Azumarill, which is my only answer to fighting type Pokemon or counter users in this team. And then the opponent switched to a Drapion, which pretty much is a hard counter for Azumarill. Here, I reckon the best I can do is do as much damage as I can, and then rely on the rest of my team to take out the opponent's team. Now, I'm not going to do anything to protect my Stunfisk because it's definitely weak to the opponent's Machop. I'm going to farm down and keep throwing Earthquake. And hopefully if the opponents don't shield, it will do a lot of damage. I'm not going to throw even a Rock Slide bait because if that doesn't get a shield, it will make my Walrein have a super difficult time. So I'll just keep throwing Earthquake and hopefully get a shield. Yeah, that's really good. I got a shield, that was really lucky. I reckon the opponent probably didn't want to spend both their shields without me revealing my last Pokemon. And as you can see there, Walrein actually has pretty okay bulk. It took a Shadow Ball without too much problems. Now, the opponent didn't use their last shield, and I successfully landed a Earthquake that does, I would say, like 80% of the opponent's health, and the opponent is basically in the red. Sorry, I'm not super stressed out. I decided to let it go regardless, and apparently the opponent's, I believe they undercharged. I'm assuming a Avalanche would do a bit more damage, even though it's double resisted. So anyways, I'm not quite familiar with Walrein in Great League. To be honest, I never used this Pokemon before its community in Great League, so this is all new for me. Yeah, now in the next battle, I definitely got a good lead, and then I reckon my best answer to the opponent's Scrafty is probably my DD. My defense still exists. It resists the counter, it deals super effective damage. However, the opponent can do super effective damage to my DD with foul play, and all my charged moves are resisted, but it doesn't really matter. The opponent kept throwing power-up punches, which I'm not quite sure is the right play, because apparently I wasn't shielding and I wasn't aiming for taking the switch here, because we simultaneously killed each other, and I was thinking the opponent probably wouldn't let the Unova Stunfisk come back, so they are going to reveal their third Pokemon. That's why I blind switched to my Walrein. It's okay. Grass Knot does a okay amount of damage to my Walrein. It doesn't kill her, so I'm okay with that. And here what I'll do is I'll just keep throwing Icicle Spear, which is pretty good. It's pretty much just like a Weather Ball before it was nerfed, so it's a super good move. And because it's a ice type move, so Walrein it does have stab, same type attack bonus, which is really good. Okay, let's get into the next battle. I would say this is a good lead. And in this battle, I'm using a classic core as Swampert lead. Swampert, not necessarily in the lead, just Swampert and Skarmory, and also I'm using Walrein just to see how it perform, how the performance is. This particular Swampert I'm using here is a 15-0-0. Yes, you heard it right. It's not 0-15-15. This is a 15-0-0. So the reason why I'm using this Ivy is just for fun, to be honest. Like I call this Pokemon, I checked the evolution and found out if I involve this Pokemon, it will just hit the 1500 on the spot. So I was like, oh, that's really nice. I'll just choose you. And I did use the Elite Charge TM to give it the Community Day move. I didn't evolve this on the Community Day, and I actually like this IV because it's like a pseudo shadow. It looks like a regular, but it hits a little bit harder. So that's something fun to do in the battles. I don't know, just being silly sometimes. The opponents switched back to their Scizor or Scizor. It is super frail in the Great League, so if it's taking neutral damage, I'm comfortable to take it out with only one Sky attack, and that's an easy matchup. Okay, let's get into the last battle. I believe this is a losing battle. I tried 2 sets today after the Community Day, and I believe using this Pokemon with different teams, I have like a roughly 50% win rates. Yeah, I'm not quite familiar with the Open Great League meta at the moment because I'm playing the Sinnoh Cup, and it feels okay. I would say like Walrein is definitely a strong choice in Great League, but I think it will probably do better in the Ultra League where it will be a bit more bulky. But even in Great League, Walrein doesn't have bad bulk. It's okay. It's like a regular Pokemon, definitely not as bulky as Lapras, but I do believe it has a better moveset in terms of coverage with its ice moves and earthquake. And I would say this Pokemon, it's so new. I'm really surprised that in today's battle I didn't even see one opponent using this Pokemon, but probably it will be more popular. It is fun to use, however, I reckon you do need to practice and get a taste of this Pokemon before you can comfortably pull wins. Okay, that's all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all had a beautiful community day, and have a good one. Bye.